Yeah, so if we go right, I mentioned to her, if we go down, coming down this road the first time, it was 2011. So I was court ordered to this program in lieu of prison, um, which meant I had one chance to complete it. I couldn't get kicked out. So there was just a lot of fear and anxiety, and mostly just what was I going to see when reality really set in. From a young age, I always felt called to be a teacher. I felt like I could speak and lead, but as I grew up and ultimately went into addiction, those desires faded. I was so worried about constantly trying to fit in, I don't know that I knew who I was. My first experience ever drinking or using any drugs came at a party, I would say around age 13. I had begun using a little bit harder drugs, maybe 18 or 19. By the time I hit 26 or 27, I was homeless. My family and I are very close, and for years after I graduated high school, I don't think they knew the extent of my drug use until everything sort of began to unravel. And I remember going to their house one day and they shut the garage door. They wouldn't even let me in their garage. Just because of all the things I had stolen and ways I had hurt them. They shut the garage door. She met me in the driveway. She handed me like $5 and she said, "Don't call me and don't come back unless you want help." I came to the Refuge Ranch in September of 2011 from jail. I first encountered Tony Evans at the end of my program. I was in the phase called discipleship, and during that class, the founder and his wife would meet with me, and they handed me a CD series called Called for a Purpose. And they told me just to go back to my room and listen to it. I'll never forget putting on that first CD and listening to the concept of your calling.
Raising the question, why am I here? Far too many of us are living lives like the flicker of a candle rather than the blazing of the noonday sun. It's a question of calling. Once you have that, you are now alive.
It's been over 11 years since I went through the program and since I was first introduced to Dr. Evans, and I believe that there was a calling on my life. I really reflect on my family. Some days are louder and more difficult than others, but I'm really proud every morning when I pick up their backpacks and make their lunches and we bust out the hallway door and load up in the minivan to go to school. Like, I'm a good mom. And I'm a good wife. I lay my head down on my pillow at night and I'm proud of who I am. So today in my life, I was granted the opportunity to teach that very discipleship class years later, and I incorporated Dr. Evans' study. I teach Bible class now at the Refuge Ranch every Wednesday morning. I also facilitate women's events here at Dunklin. Hey ladies, good evening. Thank you guys so much for coming out. But I think of Dr. Evans' quote often: faith is acting like God is telling the truth. acting. I just have to act, walk in obedience, step after step. And I look back over the past 11 years and I'm blown away. It was not too late. I was not too far gone. And to anyone that's out there, whether or not you may be struggling with some sin or hole in your life, it is not too late.